All right, well, we'll bring this meeting to order. I am here, Councilmember Evans is here, Councilmember Watson is here. So we have approval of minutes. We're good. We're good. All right, awesome. Reports and presentations, personnel update. Brian.
Yeah, good evening. We don't have anything, we have two positions open right now, a code enforcement officer internally, the assistant public works superintendent. We just opened internally and we are going to have interviews in January. We're continuing to hire for police officers. We're looking to probably have our next round of interviews in February for entry level. That is about it. Are there any questions?
The conditional letters, are those to laterals?
Entry level.
Those are entry levels, what you're talking about as far as
Yeah, so those are, we had interviews a few months ago. Those are starting to go through the background process.
Chief was looking for possibly starting the academy in February. Those are all entry level, if background passes and everything.
Did you already put their names in?
I don't know.
Okay. Just FYI, it's like usually a 6 month.
That's what I heard, yeah.
JTC.
I thought they were
And you have to have
maybe hired on by February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's love that. Yeah, just
I remember the last time the chief had to call on his friends and stuck somebody in last year.
yeah.
We haven't had anyone in there.
Has Doug's position been refilled yet?
No, we haven't started the recruitment for that, but probably we'll do that early January, starting the process.
Make sure that person take pictures too, you know.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Put that on the job announcement, yeah. Have them send in their portfolio photos.
Good job.
Else? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Moving on, discussion and action items. Discussion item, opioid settlement funds in Pierce County Human Services.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm Dina Burke, your Deputy City Attorney Prosecutor. On the video is Margot Burnison. She's from Pierce County Human Services. So just a little bit of background. There's been 2 settlements that the State Attorney General's Office has negotiated regarding opioid use against with the pharmaceutical and drug companies. We've agreed to both settlements. So we are currently receiving money from one of the settlements. We'll soon be receiving money from other settlements. As a part of that, we're in the Pierce County regional area. We're a part of the Pierce County Opioid Abatement Council that monitors how we spend the funds. We've received repayments of $6,000 and change each. So we have approximately $19,000 that we've received to date. At least 10% of that we need to set aside for admin, Pierce County Abatement Council costs. In your packet, you have the layout of the payments we will be receiving in the future. It fluctuates up and down a little bit. That's just based off of what was negotiated between the attorneys and the pharmaceutical companies. The second settlement should be a fairly similar payout schedule. We're limited in how we can use this money. It can be used for treatment, prevention, or other strategies like education and training. But as long as it's somewhat connected to opioid use and preventing addiction or treating addiction, it's a justified use of the funds. What we've noticed in the prosecutor's office and talking to the court and other providers, the big hurdles to treatment and recovery in Bonney Lake are the cost of an evaluation and treatment, and also transportation to and from the evaluation and transportation to and from treatment. In August of 2023, we did a request for proposals to utilize the funds that the city's receiving, either in terms of providing transportation or treatment or any of the uses allowed under the settlement. We received 0 responses to that RFP. So one use of the funds that we could do, and this is where Margot and the Pierce County Human Services comes in, is there is an option that's allowed under the settlement, which is pooling the money, which is that other cities And the county puts some money together, and then essentially like a board is created and votes on how to spend the money, with the idea being that it's easier to spend a larger amount of money because this amount of money that we've received is too small for any company or organization to really be interested in utilizing. So if we were to do that route, there would be a Bonney Lake representative on that board or council that would get to vote on how the funds are spent. My understanding is that Fife and Sumner are choosing to go this route. Tacoma is putting some money in. I think Pierce County is putting some money in. And then Lakewood and Gig Harbor are choosing not to do this. They're choosing to spend the money on their own.
What are Lakewood and Gig Harbor doing specifically?
I don't know if they've come out with how they're spending the money yet. Lakewood had, when I talked to their city attorney, they had, they're a bigger city, so they already had some sort of community board already established as a part of their kind of like a committee. And so that committee was going to, figure out how to spend the money.
Who or what position, I guess, would sit on this board?
I think that would be a council decision, kind of like with. I would be happy to do it.
All in favor?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm already the representative to the opioid abatement council. I would be happy to be on this board.
Yeah. That would certainly make sense.
$22,000?
Board.
75% of $22,000?
Yeah, right.
So does that only include people that have gone through the court system that you would send there? Because going with my ride-along with the police and they run people like that, they really got nowhere to send except jail syndrome.
Right. So this money can be spent on anything kind of under those categories regarding like treatment and evaluations. It does not just have to be people that are in the court system. That is an allowed use, but there's also the people that haven't it hasn't gotten that bad yet for them.
Right.
So
That's what we need.
yeah, so that is an avenue where how the money can be spent. Any other questions?
We just need to solve the problem. We need to have avenues to go, whether it be with officers or with the court, so they're getting terrible.
So tonight, we just kind of want to get the feel of the finance committee, if it was something you were interested in doing and partnering with Pierce County, then we can go forward and continue down this
It's a
path.
great way to go.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Martha.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, next we'll go to AB 23-156, Resolution 3192, an agreement with Pierce County for City of Bonney Lake to provide senior services reimbursable up to $22,758 per year for the years 24-25.
So this is mine.
Okay.
This is the third award. It's usually a 2-year award. We've had it for the last 4 years, and we responded to Pierce County's RFP. They've awarded us this. It's taken them a little bit long. Their board has approved the overall grant for a bunch of different agencies, but they were unable to get a final contract to us in time. The last 4 years, this money has basically paid a part-time position at the senior center to augment our senior services. I'm bringing this draft award contract so we don't have to lay somebody off December 31st and then hope to hire them once we get the actual contract in. I had run this through Jennifer, so she made a couple of tweets to say basically you're approving this substantive contract, even though it's not the final iteration. They just haven't given us a contract number is basically the only thing that the contract that's in the bulletin or in the packet is missing. We've gone through, like I said, this is the third grant that we've received for the same agency, the same thing. We've gone through 4 years of audits. We just finished the last one about 2 months ago. There was a couple of corrective items, but it was nothing major. It's just things that they've changed each audit year. So we're looking to bring this to full council as a finance committee item for approval tonight, if you approve it today.
When do you expect to get funds?
It will be in January, but I'm not sure when because, like I said, they haven't finalized the contract yet. But it's reimbursable, so no, even though they've awarded it, we both have not signed it, but it will be reimbursable for the entire 24.
No, good.
This has actually gone on for years.
Yeah.
That's just recent.
Well, this reimbursable grant has been only the last 4 years.
We've got money from these.
We've got money from Pierce County.
I have just an overall question about Senior Center.
Mhm.
The people that participate that come there, that population increasing or?
It was increasing, and then of course COVID, and we're building back up from then there. But the meal service has exploded from COVID and now. I mean, last year they were over 25,000 meals.
Wow.
Where previously we were somewhere around 15 to 17,000 meals. So it's there's a need and we're filling it.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
We're from dinner down there this week.
Yep.
Thursday, Friday.
All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. Open committee discussion. Anything? No, nothing for last time?
Yeah,
Justin,
what do they call that when they're on the floor of Congress and they keep talking?
Filibuster?
No, last week, filibuster?
Justin could do it. I feel like he did
Go on. I'd go full Andy Kaufman, try to read some book or something.
Right. All right. With no discussion, then I think we are adjourned. Thank you.